I need to film this video now because I already can tell that, like, after being here for 2.5 months, the way that I operate and like view things is so different. I was like Bambi when I first got here. I was so wobbly. Just like so much has changed over the past 2.5 months, and I want to almost treat this like a time capsule because I would love to see like the difference in a year from now if so much has changed already. And I don't want this whole thing to be like disclaimers, but let's just like get on the page here that the experience of like a 22-year-old single girl in Soho and my experience as a 35-year-old working mom with my baby at home with me is just going to be like so completely different. So let's just like keep that in mind as I'm talking about this. Okay, first of all, when I was so wobbly, it mostly had to do with the fact that like everyone knows about the New York City schlep, but schlepping with a toddler, especially one that like will not go in a stroller, is a different world. And I think New York City moms are just built differently. I got my ass handed to me in the beginning, and it's things that you don't necessarily think about. Like our building has 3 steps that go up and then a door that you unlock with a key, a little vestibule, and then another 2 steps up, another door that you unlock with a key. Great, okay. Our house in Atlanta had 3 steps going up to like our front door, and I thought, oh, this will be no issue at all. Like I can get up and down those steps, like pony up with my stroller. They're just different. Like the height and length of them, it made it like impossible. It is like impossible for me to get up and down with her in the stroller with groceries or whatever it is. So like that schlep has just been really difficult. But now I have like my systems and like I figured things out. But in the beginning it was like thinking about the logistics of just like going to get a few groceries was difficult. Like you have to use brain power for things that you don't normally use brain power for. On that note, I'm so happy that we are subletting before finding like our more permanent spot, because things that I thought I would be okay without, like I've had laundry in every single house I've lived in my entire life. And I thought, oh, we'll just send our laundry away. Like that's not a big deal. Living with a toddler, you want laundry. Living with a dog, you want laundry. So like those things that I thought I would be okay without, I'm not. And other part of it is, since I work from home with my daughter, there's a lot of like scheduling things that I need to think about, of just again like the logistics of my day. So I can't just leave her in the apartment to go do laundry, and we have laundry in the basement here. So it's doing a load of laundry. I can't just simply let the dog out to go to the bathroom. So scheduling like laundry, dog, naps, work, me eating a meal, like it's just stuff that you don't think about when you live in the suburbs. Having said that, I think that laundry is now a non-negotiable. I would love to have some sort of a yard. Our next spot we do, and we'll be there for 2 months. But if not, we'll have to get a dog walker or something, and that's just like not something I would ever think I would need to do, but there are like truly not enough hours in the day. Okay, more New York City specific stuff is we live in Brooklyn. I'm obsessed with our neighborhood. We kind of landed here by chance. Like I didn't specifically pick this neighborhood. It is so walkable. It looks like Sesame Street. There's like brownstones, trees, parks, playgrounds, cafes, restaurants, swimming pool, splash pads, like wine bars, grocery stores, anything that you could want is like walking distance, and I love that. I also think that my neighborhood is so important because there's no part of me that's like scared about traveling with my daughter or like taking her on the subway or whatever. Like that's not a thought in my brain. It's the logistics of getting her to the subway, because not all stops are accessible, and I actually don't think we have an accessible one around us. I would have to walk pretty far to it. So like going to Manhattan, which would be great and fun, I've done one time because my husband was with me, and you physically have to carry her entire stroller up and down. And she's not big enough yet to just like walk for a full day without her stroller. So the logistics of the subway system kind of sucks, because not that I feel trapped at all, because I love our neighborhood so much, but if I didn't love our neighborhood, I would feel very trapped. This is another like very specific to where you are. The one time we went to Manhattan, I was noticing very different fashion. We're coming from Atlanta and the South, not to like ruffle any feathers, but there's a lot of sameness in the South, and no one looks the same here, and I love that. I just like a different street style in New York. It's this like unexpected, if you think about, I'm an interior designer, if you think about like the unexpected red theory, where you put red in a room that it shouldn't go, like something is just like a little off but it helps pull it together. That's almost like the fashion here is like just a little off but really cool. The basketball shorts in a non-Adam Sandler way. It's like bizarre. I don't know how the girls are doing it, but they are, and I'm obsessed. Oh, one thing that I have always been someone who's been very drawn to New York. I remember feeling almost emotional coming to visit here because I just like love this city so much, and I'm still in that like honeymoon phase with it. I love this city so much. One thing that I love about it is you live in a driving city and everyone's in their cars to get from point A to point B. You're very secluded, and here it's like people are just taking up space, living outside of their apartments. And like there's so much life here in the way of like not just, you know, the farmers markets where everyone's gathering or whatever, like events that are happening outside. There's a lot of like birthday parties in the park and just people gathering in third spaces that I think is so special to a city.